It has been an arcade staple for over a decade now and is still one of the premier fighting games ever created. In fact, whenever a new crossover fighting game comes out, it is still held up to the standard that was set when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was released. Hey everyone, this is Ray Carcillo, and I admit that my friends and I would often make our way to now long abandoned arcades in order to pick our favorite heroes and villains from the Capcom and Marvel universes and throw our money away into those double-wide arcade units as we blasted ourselves with hyper combos over and over again. So when Capcom and Marvel jointly announced that they would be porting it over to the Xbox Live Arcade in the summer of 2009, my friends and I jumped for joy as we would now be able to throw away hours at a time for only a one-time fee. And with this port came the added bonus that unlockables from early console versions for the Dreamcast, PS2, and Xbox would already be available at the start. All 56 characters, all their alternate costumes, and every extra arena is right at your fingertips as soon as you download this fighting classic. The story is a simple one in that the pirate Ruby Hart, an original character created by Capcom for the game, realizes that something is amiss when everything in the world starts dying. So she summons all the heroes around the world to her airship, reminiscent of one of Bowser's from Super Mario Bros. 3, and that they must unite to take down the heinous creature known as Abyss, another original character created for the game. It is here that you then choose 3 of the 56 characters available to you, and work your way through your standard arcade mode if you so choose. The real draw for this game though, much like those glorious days back in the arcades of Jersey, are when you take on other people either locally or online. This is one game where I condone online trash talking, because when you hyper combo someone into next week with Iron Man's proton cannon, you've got to let them know. The only real negative for this game is that if you're looking for a major facelift or something different, then you will be disappointed because this game is exactly the same as it was 10 years ago. The great graphics, gameplay, and audio have not changed in the slightest. The only additions given to this downloadable title were widescreen capabilities, a few new menu screens, and the multiplayer lobbies. Aside from that, this game is as direct a port as you can get from the original. Of course, if you're like me though, the original was nearly perfect to begin with. So having everything already unlocked at the beginning and putting in widescreen was all I really needed. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is still, even after a decade, one of the premier fighting games out there, and has one of the strongest followings to date. I have no problem jumping into Xbox Live with my team of Spider-Man, Iceman, and Iron Man, and finding an opponent whenever I need to, because there are always thousands of players tuning and testing their skills, just like back when it was first released. If you love fighting games in either the Capcom or Marvel universes, this nearly flawless game is a must-own.